Anthony Giovinazzo, I think, is a visionary in this field.
Anthony was not handed anything on a silver platter. He helped transform synapses from what they were into what they've become.
He's always focused on doing the right thing for the patient versus simply what's best for the business.
I've experienced Parkinson's in my extended family. When you see someone in this state, you realize that if you can help, you should try. And I kept hearing that there was a problem that was not very well treated called off or freezing episodes, and that there was one drug that actually treated that condition, but it was a drug that was delivered in a very poor manner. If we could provide a simple and effective means of delivering the drug, then the patients and their caregivers would see a lot of use for it.
Anthony is a passionate leader. He has a story to tell. He has a way that he wants to help patients with Parkinson. And at the end of the day, he said, I want to be part of that story.
And so his passion, his intestinal fortitude, his stubbornness at times, and as I've said many times, his perseverance was something that each of the people within that group, and it wasn't a large group, but all of them aspired to.
And we innovated this concept of using a thin film strip. If you think of Listerine strips, it's a very similar concept. It was like a bell had gone off in my brain, and I realized that we had the opportunity to really make a difference in a number of patients' lives and the caregivers.
And under his leadership, we took the product from basically an idea to a late stage phase 3 clinical product.
So in late 2012, we had our second $20 million financing fail. We ended up with very little resources in the bank. I had no money personally to be able to buy my wife a Christmas gift.
We had $54,000 in the bank. We needed $50,000 to stay listed on the Toronto Venture Exchange. We had $6 million of debt, and $4 million of that debt was due in about 30 to 60 days. Through sheer perseverance, he literally would sit at his computer, trolling LinkedIn, looking for people he didn't even know, but might have known through an acquaintance, to try to get that lead that would lead to an investment to save the company.
And so in a span of about 2.5 months, we went from being destitute to a company that had a pharmaceutical partner, had closed a $7.5 million new cash offering, and had converted $4 million of debentures right on the day that, had we not converted them, the debenture owners would have taken the intellectual property and owned everything.
But it was dire. And so his relentlessness and never say die attitude really saved the company and has saved this product, which actually could ultimately benefit thousands of Parkinson's patients.
The sale of Synapsis in October 2016 to Sanofi Sumitomo, which was for 841 million Canadian dollars, all cash, all up front, which was unheard of at the time.
That's a tremendous achievement since it represented a 120% premium to market price, and was probably one of the best deals done in the past decade of a Canadian life science company.
I think of him almost like the Wayne Gretzky in biotech. Like Wayne Gretzky always could see the puck and where it was going to go. I feel that Anthony feels like he has that talent.
You can invent things here in Canada, and you can develop them here in Canada, and you can actually generate real value for them.
It will demonstrate that you can do it in this country, that if you're committed and you're dogged in your determination to try to achieve something of significant value as a Canadian, that the sky's the limit. And Anthony Giovinazzo is one of the great examples of what one can achieve.
It is truly a great Canadian success story. I mean, even if it wasn't just Canadian, it would be a very nice success story.
Without even hesitation, when I think about what makes Anthony Giovinazzo unique, it would be his tenacity, his courage, his hard work, and passion. He just doesn't give up.